Yeah, hello YouTubers, what's up? How you doing? Yes, you're welcome back to another episode of Chat Insight. As you already know, you already have an idea of what we'll be doing on this segment of my YouTube channel. So it is Chat Insight, and this is episode 2. Now, in today's episode, I have a very juicy trading opportunity for you guys, and I just want you to sit back and then look at my analysis and my trade bias on this pair. And before now, on previous episode, I could see that a lot of people actually watch that content, and you know what, you guys are still doing something that I felt is not really much okay, and that is what you get it right. Yeah, that's yes, exact thing that you are thinking about. You guys are not subscribing. Why? You see, I'm even sweating. At least I believe you guys are extracting value from that video, and you should at least appreciate me with a subscription. Just click on the subscribe button, is here or here, either ways. Just click on the subscribe button and then turn on post notification, that next time that I'm going to release content like this, you will not miss out on trade entry. Because just imagine I put on this another trade opportunities, and then you don't get to watch it at the right time. Because if you don't watch it when this trade are playing out, and you are watching it at the later weeks, trade might have already left our entry and giving us some very good amount of pips. So you just want to turn on your post notification and you never miss out on any of this. So do that right now. 5 seconds to do that. 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, thank you for subscribing to this channel, and also ensure to comment as well. This is the comment section is just a room for us to engage. You can have a counter opinion to my trading bias. You can share an idea below, and I'm promising you that I'm going to reply all comments that I'm having regarding our trade idea. 1 second. Okay, so guys, as you have done that, you subscribe, like this video, and then let's go back to our screen. Let's move. Yeah, hello guys, welcome to my screen. And yeah, before we actually jump on the trading opportunity that I have for you on today's episode, let's just take a very quick check on our previous analysis. I did justice to Euro USD and USD CHF. If you cannot find that video, or you've not watched it before, you can actually check our previous episode, that is episode 1 of Chat Insights. So let's check how far Euro USD has gone. Okay, so let me put on the chart to the daily time frame. Yes, and this is just a very quick one. I don't want this video to be that lengthy. So remember guys that I entered this trade right here, and I said it on here that, let me zoom it. Yeah, so I entered this trade here, and I said it that, okay, this was not here when we did that. So, and I said it that the level I'm targeting is this overall trend here, overall level here, and then this is a minor level that we need to consider. You can check back on the video, you see me explain that I said my first level target will be here, because I know that this place is also a concern for price to keep pulling to the downside. So you can see how price has reacted on this zone. You can see prices have started to reject offer from this zone, but then from here now I've already break even my trade, and then just keep just a small percentage in running. And also one thing that actually pained me was that these accounts, I enter it on one of my prop accounts. I'm still on challenge phase one of that account, and you know what has been happening lately to some of pro firms, whereby the MetaTrader is just disconnecting their services. So, and on this trading account, I'm on a very deep drawdown on that account, and then seeing this opportunity, I'm already recovering up to about 3% drawdown on my account. But then suddenly I just see that I cannot log into my MetaTrader. At first I thought I already breached the rule because I was actually risking so high. But then when I just log into my dashboard, I see that my account is still intact, not until we got a message that it has been disconnected. So this was very painful for me on my prop accounts. I would have make or recover most of my losses, but then it is what it is. We have to wait till they rectify that, and then once we see another trading opportunity, of course we get started with it. So this is just it. So far, Euro USD has gave us a 162 pips in profit. And what is my view next on Euro USD? Of course, I'm still favoring the downside. So I'm still expecting this zone to be breaking. Once it gets broken, of course, you see Euro USD to head down to our initial target of 1.05459. So that's just that on Euro USD. You can just check on our previous video to have a general to be on same boss with us. You understand? You want to see how I analyze and we take this trade entry. And then the next pair we did was USD CHF. USD CHF, we took on a buy, and as we can see, price is already approaching our first TP. You see, my trading style is not complicated. It's just simple normal price action and trend following strategy. We enter this trade right here. Now, if you are just watching this video for the first time, let me just do a very quick recap. Probably this video might be lengthy. So we have this trend line break from the higher time frame perspective, and then price comes up, comes down to this support level, break the resistance. It consolidated a bit here. I boxed the consolidation, and from here I'm already having bias of a buy trade. Why? Because we already break this trend line that is coming from the higher time frame perspective, and that price is already changing from a downtrend to upward trend. So price, and I made it known in episode 1 that I'm only going to be taking trade once I see a clear break of this zone, and that did happen on the 4-hour time frame, and I jump on this trade. My stop loss were here, and then you see price is already pushing up. This trade as well is already at break even, but then since my trading account is temporarily disconnected, so it's just so painful for me, and this trade has been cut short. But for those who jump on this trade, I believe you are making some very good amount of pips. And yes, this is giving us so far is approaching 200 pips in profit. That's a very good amount of pips. So we are still aiming for 540 pips. Once price gets to our first TP, it will start heading higher. You already know the structure of price. We're still going to have some slight movement to the downward before we head to our second TP, and again fully to our TP3. But when price gets to this first TP, ensure to take part of your profits. The market sometimes is not certain. Price can just plummet down from this point and come back to our SL. So you just want to make sure that you pull out something, and then the remaining trades are in break even. So you already know that you already bank some amount of pips on this trade. And yes, it was actually 3 trades I analyzed, and the third one was gold. Let's go through that quickly. Okay, here on gold, my bias on our last episode was actually a sell. If you remember, I drew a triangle pattern here. And I made it known that a daily candle close below will only make me sell. But then we don't have the daily candle close below, so I don't take this trade, and we see gold jumping up. Of course, gold overall trend is buy, so I just want to take opportunity of this sell trade. Price already made this so much push to the upside, and I felt it's going to retrace back to this support before it actually continued the upward movement. But yes, that didn't happen, and of course my trade entry criteria did not happen as well, so I kept my hand folded on XAUSD. I did not enter this trade at all. So now to the business of the day. Yes, let's go, and it is GBP NZD. For today chart insight, this is just the only pair that I'm seeing at the moment that look promising to me, so I felt to share this with you. And once our trading entry is about to be triggered, I'm going to send it to my telegram channel. And if you are not on this channel, you can check my bio on YouTube to join my telegram channel. So now, as usual, we always start our analysis from the monthly time frame. Okay, let's shrink in to have a overall look on this pair. So now you can see generally that GBP NZD from previous years, it has been plummeting to the downside. The price has been pushing downward. You see price creating lower lows, lower high, lower lows, lower highs, lower low. But what happened when price get to this level? So price started rejecting from this level. We see first from this level price push back up, come back down, then this one. When price break this, so many people will be anticipating that the sell is going to continue, but then this is just like a fake out. Price went back inside and started consolidating for a very longer period of time. And if I check, this is right from 2017, wow, up to 2023 before we actually have a clear direction of what GBP/NZD want to do next. So now from here, I'm already having a buy bias because this is the lowest point this price has ever gotten to, and price has been rejecting off from there, and this is already sinking into my head to only look for buy setup. Because if I should plot a trend line like this, you see that this trend line is already broken. As you can see, this trend line has already been broken. So once we have a trend line break, you know that the reverse want to happen. So let me just take it out. So meanwhile, this is on the monthly time frame, so let's just scale over to the weekly time frame to see how price has been printing on the weekly time frame. So yes, I spotted this level right here. I spotted this level as inner resistance that price already acted to previously. This zone has been acting as far back as 2011. You can see it has been serving as resistance. Price comes to it, pull back down, come to it multiple times. You can see price has just been pushing back down, and what happened here, right here, we have a break above. So now breaking above, price came to test this major resistance up here, and then price pull back downward to this minor resistance that already turned to support now, and then did something right here. If we understand our chart pattern analysis quite all right, you will agree with me
that this pattern that we both are looking at this very moment is an inverse head and shoulder pattern. And inverse head and shoulder pattern, the criteria behind it is that price is going to move upward. When you spot an inverse head and shoulder, it means that price is going to move upward. And now this is not just happening on any zone. This is happening at a zone that has acted previously as a resistance and now acting as a support, and we can clearly see here that price is what is giving us a chart pattern. So if I should just draw my trend line from here, like I told you, I said I'm a trend, my strategy is just trend trading. Once the market is not clear, then definitely I'm not trading. So now let's just get to the daily time frame to have more clearer look on it. So yes, you can see the inverse head and shoulder is now very more obvious to us. We have the left shoulder right here, we have the head, and then we have our right shoulder. So now from here we can see we already have one of our criteria for trade entry. So now this is telling us that price wants to push up, but then something is standing as an impediment at the very moment, which is this resistance zone. It is hindering this price to break forth. And note that for every in this kind of pattern, we do have our neckline, right? We do have our neckline, and here is our neckline. This is our neckline for this chart pattern, and what we are expecting is for price to pull back to this neckline before we actually pushed to the upside. So now there's two things that I'm currently looking at this point. At the moment I'm having a 50-50 bias on this trade. I'm having a 50% sell and I'm having a 50% buy. So now let me explain very deeply for you. Now from here we can as well plot our Fibonacci from this current low to this recent high, because one thing you need to do as a trader is to be able to identify to just you want to turn to an FBI. You want to be an investigative trader. You just want to check all angles. So now here, if price fails, firstly I'm expecting this to pull down, and if this neckline doesn't hold, then I'm expecting these Fibonacci levels to hold. I'm expecting this Fibonacci level to hold, and that will also give us a third touch of this trend line. We have the first touch down here, the second touch, so that will give us the third touch here before we actually pull to the upside. So what I'm currently looking at this very moment is just to take a short sell, on this trade. And how do I now want to take this trading opportunity? Let me take this out. So I scale down to my 4-hour time frame, which is my entry time frame. My entries are based on 4 hours. I take my entry on the 4 hours, and I come here to just do my counter trend line like this. So now for you to plot your counter trend line, you need to use the wick of the candle. You can see I'm connecting from this wick to this next wick, and then to where price is currently. So now what I want to wait and see is for a 4-hour candle to close below this counter trend, and once price close below, we are ready for a sell trade. We are ready for a sell trade down to where we have our Fibonacci, because selling all the way down here, I'm not sure if that is guaranteed at the moment. Price will tell. I'm not sure if that is guaranteed. So I just want to sell down to my Fibonacci point, and that is about 360 pips if that happens. So I'm just want to sell down here, and this is a trade of 1:3 risk to reward. It's very good pips, and even this point is serving. We have a zone here that I can see here. Look at it. Yeah, you can see this point. You can see how well price reacted here as well. Price reacted there. So if this point doesn't hold, we expect this point to hold for our buy trade. But at the moment, I'm seeing GBP/NZD to sell first before buying. So in accumulation, if we are able to, catch this trade to the downside, this is a 360 pips, and then we still have a whole lot of space for this trade. Hey, this is massive. This is massive. This is what? Massive. So GBP/NZD is having a potential of almost 2,000 pips to the upside if our Fibonacci level was respected, or is respected. Anyhow, choose one. So this is the trade opportunity that I'm seeing at the moment. First, we want to see a sell. Then we want to see a sell to our Fibonacci. We want to see a sell down to our Fibonacci point, a sell down here to our Fibonacci or to the trend line. Then we ride this to maybe till next year. But let's just see how that is going to play out. So this is just the trading opportunity that I'm seeing at this very moment. All other pairs are consolidating and not giving me a clear direction. So what we spotted, we saw an inverse head and shoulder from the weekly time frame, and then price already break the neckline. We want to see a retest on this neckline, and if this neckline doesn't hold, we want to see price to plummet down to our Fibonacci level before we actually take a buying opportunity. So we just want to take on a short-term sell. This sell is short-term. A short-term sell, which is still 360 pips, a very good amount of pips for us if we are able to bank on that. And then here we now wait to see our confluences adding up to give us a buying opportunities. And GBP/NZD is having a potential of 2,000 pips to the future, and mind you, this will not happen in 2 to 3 weeks. So this might even take a whole year before this 2,000 pips is achieved. But this 360 pips can work in 2 or the next 3 weeks. So for us not to be sitting on our hands and watching these old pips just gone like that, so let's just take opportunity of this sell trade, and then before we wait for our major trade and ride it to the upside. Even with this trade, you can pass your prop firm challenge. You can make that your accounts grow from nothing to something. So this is just the trading opportunity that I have with you guys. So I believe you must have gained value from this analysis. Just go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so. Like this video, and let me know how you feel in the comment section. So let's make it more engaging.